Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about how to work with React. For example, install, create an application React, how to create a component, and how to create roots. And one of the most important stuff is how to deploy React. And we got two ways how to deploy React. First way is just run on live, and the second one is just deploy it like a normal application. So we are going to use npm React. First of all, this video is about how to deploy React on a simple hosting without any VPS or private server or any different hosting type. So what we need a domain and simple hosting. Doesn't matter what kind of hosting you got. Could be any cheap one, could be an expensive one, and you just only have access to database, phpMyAdmin, FileZilla, file manager, and create domain and remove domain and all of this stuff. So what we do is we need to create a React application. In my case, I got a directory on my computer, on my notebook, so where I'm going to create React first, and I need to run the React npm and open the terminal. This way, all this path, they could be done also in Windows, not only in Ubuntu. And for example, for this we are going to use to create a React application like test React, and we're going to wait for about 10-15 minutes. I don't think 10-15 minutes. I think it's going to be much faster than the 2 minutes. Well, so why you should use React or introduce React in your programming language, for example, your project. Before that, I've been working with the jQuery, JavaScript, and create the application. But after that, when I start first time React, I really like it, and it's not the way of it's also the way of developing and the way of structure of the files, and also for maintain the pages and all of this. But if you got project like mobile application or like simple web page, or like e-shop, internet online shop, so probably would be the best to, and you want to do it from scratch. And some of the people, they use it, they create like a jQuery, HTML, CSS like normal, or they do it just in WordPress to create. But if you got time, you may use it React. React is also pretty fast for creating a website. And not only the most important, you separate the front end from back end, and you create a REST API. This REST API you could access on your front end. So in case you, for example, could be the same WordPress, or could be same Laravel, or could be any Java, Spring Boot. So you create the backend in Java Spring Boot, and for example tomorrow or after 1 year your project grow, and you want to switch from Laravel to Java Spring because the security in all of this stuff. So what you're going to do is you just do it on change the backend. Pardon me, just change the backend and without touching the front end. So that is the plus. You separate the front end from back end. So any changes you do on back end, you don't touch the front end. So like any changes you do on front end, you don't touch the back end. So we go the application install. First of all, you need to install the Node.js and the npm. So the second way, we need to install ReactDOM for future working and oh, sorry, wrong way. This one needs to be deleted, and we just open terminal here and ReactRoot DOM save. We install this one, and we also install for Ajax. We're going to use an axios, and we also install the axios. Why axios? You also could use axios, or you could use fetch, simple fetch. That is also normal. So after this, we just need to npm one. Sorry, npm start, and we are going to start React. So the start of React is kind of need to be wait. For example, we also are going to get an like localhost 300, and after React is start, we go these pages. So well, I go IntelliJ idea, so I'm going to use this ID. Just let me reload from disk. Actually, it doesn't want to reload. Package. And the project. Oh yeah. Why is so big? Okay, I need a smaller one. So we go index. Well, actually, this is by default is create, and we go app.css, app.js. So we could write anything here, and we are going to go to this, and we see this is changes. The changes are made live, so you just write on this page like this, and the changes can make, you don't need to save it. Well, I don't know, IntelliJ ID is saying automatically, so probably we're gonna leave it like this. Second one, like we use root and all of this, so I just prepare it. This is going to be the index. I just copy and paste, but you could, if you know a better way, you just use it how it is, how you like it. So this is for index. That's it. I'm not going to touch this anymore. And this is for app. Well, I go up pages, so I just create a directory for, call it pages, and Home.js. So let's create an CC. Well, I just enter CC, so I just only needed to, and like a short code, and you write this short code and automatically paste this one. So in IntelliJ IDEA, you go to settings, and you go install React, and you go to this is show. When you write this, it give you, and it's going to be like this. So I already modified this one for my needs. I don't need to write on the, but like I'm using for row main page, I'm gonna use like this. And so what is this for? For example, you want to create an like a config file, like config.js, and you just app URL equal like this is my domain. So I create an internet, I create a domain, I call it /api/home.php. This is a JSON file. It's return a simple JSON file, and I'm going to get like this, and home.php, and let me check if what we got. React, it's a 4.4, so api config var, and after this create a config file, we need to add this config. So link like script and config.js. Well, script ssc payroll tech. Well, leave it for later. Script. So okay, so let me check it. Console saying nothing. Network, config.js, okay, if I'm gonna go to home and without this one, so see what I say. Oh, okay, I understand, sorry, that's my bad. Home, everything is all right. So I'm going to home, and I start a row, and just row, and I need this h1, like h1, and we know this point site point row point title, and we do this point text, and we just I take P, and we see it run this state home. Let me check it. Home. So okay, let's check it. So nothing. Well, let enter like hard way. doesn't want nothing. Okay, so home pages, CSS. I mean, let's go to this one. App, index.js. So read index. We missed somewhere here. So yeah, that's right. Const here. Script. Check it. All 10. Control U. Okay, script. Okay, so check it and just use like config.js and check. Sorry for this, I'm not writing this every day. So this is a config API URL, and we go index.js damage. So we are going to well, my question, if you got a question, why do you need IP? So window point. So the question is, why do you need a config file for this URL? In case you, for example, imagine you don't mind, tomorrow you change the API server. So in case you change the API server, you have to replace in 10 times. For example, you got 15 controllers or 500 components. You have to replace this in all 500 components. But in my case, using a config file, where I'm going to write a standard like config, I just got this file, replace, and move forward. So what is this? This is axios, but you also could send this any header information, but I will not send any header information. But I'm going to show you on hosting what is home.php. So you could go an imagination. For example, I go public HTML, and this is my API, and edit file content. This is a simple array with simple text, and yeah, this is for if you go on error, for example, access, control, arrow, origin. You have to add this to configure this, all of this on your doesn't matter Laravel or Spring Boot you use. You have to configure all of this. In my case, I use the clean PHP backend, and if I remove this and I got for example, use gonna go on error. It takes a while until save. So just give you an idea what kind of error is going to be it. For example, right now it say net or error. So I go to inspect and I go console. It say cross origin request block. So doesn't mean the cross origin request block is gonna block this one. So for this, I'm going to add this to allow any of the operation like pull, get, post, and I have to wait a while until save. Well, second, what we're going to do is create another component. Like, let's go to app and create, remove this as the home, remove this as, we don't need it. We go to app, let's create menu. Like, you could create another component and enter this one in the component. So we go menu, create, and a ref equal home slash a, and we call it home. Now, like products, and we also go on component, and we're not going to come products, and we're gonna products, and I'm gonna go and create like products, create new file, products.js. So as you see, I'm going to create this. I'll recreate this. So on this, in my case, I'm gonna use like products.php. So this is products.php. I go in the API, and okay, so raise data. It's automatic. This is a state. You set a state. For example, when you got an array, and let's say rows. Let's lop all of these products. Let's say this point state point rows point map, like row, and we all go div and we are going to enter h3 and slash h3, like row point title, point price, and I got p, like p, and leave it like text, and well, it leave it like this, and title, price, text, and we'll see what's going to happen. We'll go to app.js. We're gonna add another hl, like bar hl, on React, and see what's going on. Well, this is a simple menu. Okay, h f ref. So when I go to this page, okay, I got a list of products, like product number 1, product number 2. Well, let's separate the products. So div like style equal like border 2 points, 1 px solid ccc padding like 10 px, like 10 pixel. So you make to understand what is going on. So this is the first product. Okay, so margin bottom 10 px okay, I don't like it because okay, so this is all the products we got it. So when I go home, when I go products, and all of this information came from my API. So I got two components. My components is called it's called home and products. So I got two roots. What is this? When I import my roots, I create my roots. For example, you want to pass some parameters like ID. You're just doing like ID and component did mount. And component did mount. Use the props. These props match ID. Something like this. Whatever you check on Google, and Google will give you an answer. So, well, until we go an application of 2 pages. It's kind of, it's kind of basic. We don't need any design or to do this. So we go to the last step and to deploy this application. So to deploy this application, we need to exit and the Control C and run npm run build on this path, and actually wait for some time, and until it say okay, it creates it. Okay. So we right now what we done, we actually generate a deploy, because everything we wrote here we use a TypeScript, and like TypeScript it's a language what need to be deployed. And also the plus of TypeScript, you got a very good structure working with JSON format, and let's go to test. We go this one, we go this folder called build it. So I'm going to create an archive and zip build create. So after I create this one, I just go to my hosting what is called, it's this one, and this is, I use simple SSH because I go a hosting I connect by SSH, and this is application and build it in Java. I used to edit, transfer. It's a basic but very util application. For example, you go to simple SSH and you got an imagination what is this for. It's built in Java. It's safe and not transfer any data to the server. So any data you write, you just go to config, add your SSH, and you could manage anything, all of this. So I go to my public HTML and I go to, not to this one, I go to build, and I'm gonna transfer this build to my hosting. So we need to wait for a while. What we're gonna get on the end, for example, we got roots, home, products. I use in my casing I use nights. So I already configure my root in the night, so I don't need it. But if you use an app patch, you need to configure like index.php should be nice roots. You have to add the HTTPS and try to, and I'm gonna extract it. Yes, extract it. So I don't need this anymore. Remove. Yes. So what I got here is index.html. Well, if you configure your hosting, for example, your hosting is configured to read the first file, it could be on get in the folder, so it could be index.php or index.html. You could leave it how it is. But in my case, I configured to be index.php. So I just rename it PHP. Oh, sorry. Rename index.php. And when I go to, let's say, to React, like home and products, so it just give an idea what is this. I go to products, 1 2 3, and right now on the home page I put React. So this is my React application. You see it like, and when I go to the products, I see the products. When I go to home, and I go to products. So what you need it is, you see, it's a pretty easy to work with React, and it's a pretty nice, and this is one way how to deploy a React application on the simple hosting without need any data server, any VPS or any of this. Well, but if you want to go the other way, you know, there are a lot of hostings like give you an opportunity to deploy a React application on their services. So I hope this video really help you to understand what is React and how to deploy an React. It's not a big well, I start from A to Z of React. I'll try to do another video what I'm gonna explain you what will be the best feature or to work with React. So that's it at the moment, and I wish you best day or best night or whatever time you're watching this video, and I'm gonna say you to you